It's great to have you all on stream tonight. I welcome you all on board, and it's another time with Tutor Ayo. And in today's tutorial, it happens to be the very first tutorial having on the course, BUS105. Okay, happens to be the very first tutorial having on BUS105, and I welcome you all from the weekend. All right, and here is Monday. Okay, and the date is drawing nearer. All right, I think for 100 level first semester, if I'm not mistaken, you are starting your exam on the 4th of December, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think second semester BUS105 is on the 17th or thereabout. So the date is drawing nearer. All right, and the demand for us to study properly, the demand for us to put in more effort is piling up. All right, so 27th. Okay, thank you for that, Miss Favor. 27th of this month. Okay, so without further ado, good evening, Miss Favor. How was your weekend? Hope your weekend was splendid. All right, I think Mr. Alfred is yet to join. Okay, and there are some other persons. All right, so we'll not be wasting time today at all, because I want us to really go far. I want us to cover a lot. The next time we are next time we're having this class, all right, we should be concluding with everything on it, and we can do some other things. All right, Miss Emilia. All right, Mrs. Emilia, it's great to have you on the stream tonight. Trust you are also good, and I welcome you all. All right, so with this being said, let's hop straight into it. Now we have that's BUS 105. BUS 105 is the course. Okay, Miss Adewale, good evening. Miss Motunrayo, good evening. It's great to have you all on the stream tonight. Trust our weekend was splendid. Okay, now we know how we do it here. This is not the majority of us is not our first time. We all are expected to give answers to the question. All right, it's revision era. The class is basically a revision class whereby we take questions from the material randomly, and for some from past questions and from the keynote, and we treat them in the class. So the very first question for tonight, all right, the very first question for tonight will be, now the term dash, all right, is a word all right, various, all right, used by different, all right, different people with varying meaning. The term dash is a word used by different, all right, used by different people with varying meaning. Awesome. Yes, awesome. Thank you for that, Miss Adewale. Thank you for that, Miss Favor. Yes, management. Awesome. If you're on this stream and you have no idea how things are being done, all right, it is expected of all students, all right, all students, it is expected of all students on this stream to participate, all right. We are expected to participate, okay, by responding to the questions. Okay, thank you, Miss Florence. Now let's continue. The word dash, all right, is particular. Is particular about, all right, laying down of policies. Laying down of policies. The word, okay, Mr. Alfred, good evening, sir. Miss Oluwadamilola. Now that's you pay for that name, or you are sharing name with my other sister. Oluwadamilola Elegbede. You are welcome. All right, so it's helping us with the answer. The word dash is particular about laying down of policies. Okay, Mr. Alfred, I believe you've confirmed the keynotes are sent to you earlier today. I believe you've confirmed all the keynotes. Everyone in 100 level first semester, member of the private class, I believe you all have confirmed the keynote I sent. Every one of you by now must have gotten the keynotes. All right, these admin 100 level first semester and 100 level second semester. All your keynotes are available. If I am yet to send any to you, kindly request. And for as many of us who are doing MTH 106 and MTH 105, please and please, there is a calculation part to the course MTH 105. Although we in the exam, majority of the questions are theoretical, all right. Nevertheless, you can't overemphasize, all right. You can push aside the calculation part of the course, all right. So do well to also, if a member of the class, and I have not given you the link to where you will find all the calculations, all right, on the website. It's aiding, all right. It's only made available to people in the private class for free. Members get it for 1,000 naira, but people in the private class, please request for it. All right, so thank you. So we have our answer as administration. Thank you for that, Miss Adewale. Thank you for that, Miss Abiola and Favor. Okay, now let's proceed. We have administration. Okay, so we have the third question. The third question is, now a policy, all right, is a guide of dash. A policy is a guide of dash. A policy is a guide of dash. A policy is a guide of dash. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for the swift respond. All right, we have Oluwabamidele. Mr. Oluwabamidele, is great to have you on the stream, although you came a bit late. Okay, now we have a policy is a guide of dash. Oh, thank you, Miss Florence. Thank you, Miss Adewale. All right, yes, please, I need us to respond. Mr. Alfred, I need you to be highly responsive. All right, it's a proof that you have been using the keynotes we sent earlier. Basically, these keynotes are made of now this is it. It's the same process. It's just that different approaches are applied. Now we started our familiarization stage on YouTube is to get familiar with the course material. Okay, the Telegram classes, 101 Telegram classes, what are we still discussing? We are discussing the course material. All right, here is the revision as well. What are we still discussing? We are still discussing the material. We are treating, we are revising on the material. All right, basically, there are three different approaches targeted towards getting the best out of a course material. And that's why I keep saying, all right, it will be very difficult for anyone who has gone through these three stages all right, without having a minimum of C in that course. Although my target to all members of the class is an A, all right, it's not difficult. There's no semester I don't get an A during my time in Open University, so it's not going to be difficult for you too. Right? It's the same strategy I use is what I'm imbibing in the class. It's what I'm investing in the class. All right. So I need you all to be very responsive, please. It's a proof that you've gone through your materials. It's a proof that you have been following. All right. Thank you for the answers. Action. Yes. Thank you. That's a guide action. Okay. So now let's proceed. The policy is a guide of action. Although I might twist it up a little bit. All right. Because you don't expect to have it easy in your exams too, please. You need to pay attention to that. You don't expect to get it easy in the exam. Things will be twisted up. Right? But as I always say, you need to understand the concept. Understand the concept. All right. Question 4. A dash provide, right? Provide direction, right? That all organization efforts will follow. All right. Good evening, Miss Rukayat. Mrs. Rukayat, you came a bit late. All right. Also, Miss Favor, thank you for that. Thank you for that. That was on point. All right. Yes, thank you for that. Yes, thank you for that, Miss Moturayo. Thank you for that. So we have that as that. Now we have the answer as a policy. Policy. Okay. Yes, thank you for that. Now let's proceed. Let's take the next question. Now I have now the dash, all right, the noun dash, all right, the noun dash is used as a collective, all right, a collective noun, all right, to refer, all right, to all those that all those who, no, I beg your pardon, who manage, all right, within an organization. The noun dash is used as a collective noun to refer to all those who manage within an organization. Okay, Miss Favor says management. Miss Adewale says manager, right? Okay, Miss Rukaya, are you there? Mrs. Rukayat, if you are there, do well to respond. Mr. Alfred, if you are there, do well to respond. Okay, Miss Florence says management. All right, thank you. Mr. Bamidele, if you're there, do well to respond. Who else? Okay. Ms. Mochurayo, if you're there, do well to respond. Mrs. Gabby, if you're there, do well to respond. All right. Okay, now let's proceed. Thank you for those who have responded. All right. So the correct answer is not manager. All right. It's all right. We're talking about the collective noun here. All right. Okay. All right. Management. That was the correct answer. Okay. Now let's proceed. So we have question 6. It's one very interesting course. All right, it's one very interesting course. If you can pay attention to it, it does go a long way even in your personal life. Now let's take some other question. Now we have, there are how many types of objectives? There are how many types of objectives? There are how many types of objectives? How many types of objectives do we have, please? Okay, Miss Yano Oluwa says, good evening, sir. You're welcome. Came pretty late. Awesome. Yes, awesome. Thank you for that. Also, we have, there are 3. Okay, there are 3 types of objective. Okay, now we have, dash relationship, dash relationship. Dash relationship means the provision of special service to line manager. Means the provision of special service to line managers. Dash relationship means the provision of special, all right, the provision of special service to line managers. Okay, is anybody happy with that? The relationship, all right, when we say the relationship, all right, that provides special service to line managers, what are we talking about? What do we even understand by line managers? Let me ask a question on that. Maybe that will give us a prompt. Is anybody helping us with this? It seems like okay. All right. Is anybody helping with the? Oh, wonderful. Miss Florence says staff. Okay. Yes, that's wonderful. Okay. That's a staff relationship. Staff relationship means the provision. All right. Means the provision. Now we have the next question as dash relationship. All right. Implies the authority to take action. The authority to take action. All right. Authority to take action and make decision. All right. Miss Favor is asking, what is the meaning of line manager, sir? Good evening, Miss Rachel. You came very late. All right. Now, basically, I said I was going to ask a question, all right, to tell us a little bit about the line manager. All right. Now, looking at this question, it says that relationship implies the authority, all right, to take action and decision. Basically, the line managers are the one charged with that responsibility, charged with that authority, all right, to take action and make decision. Okay. So for this now, our answer is line relationship. Miss Favor, hope I have answered your question. Now, dash the role of staff manager is simply to dash. Is simply to dash. The role of staff manager is simply to dash. What's going on? We are not very responsive tonight. This is one course you don't want to joke with, believe me. All right, the material is actually voluminous. All right, this is the course you want to give your best because you can easily fail this course. I think it's even better with this. It's better, a little bit better with this set. This is the course maybe some of you that have been in the private class might have heard me say something about me taking the right answer in the TMA and I failed consistently. This is the course that I had less than 10 in the total score in my 30 in the TMA. All right, I always scaled through. I had a C. I think I had a C in the course eventually, but I so much prepare for the exam. All right, and the material is actually volume. Even the keynote is about for the keynote to be about because I'm using the keynote. Because for the keynote to be about almost how many pages do I even have it? 23 pages. 23 pages for the keynote. You can imagine what the material is like. All right. So it's helping us with the answer. The role of the staff manager is simply to what? Okay. Wonderful. Yes. That's what the staff manager does, is simply to what? Advise. Simply to advise. Thank you for the attempt, Miss Favor, but that was not the answer. That was not the answer. Dash is said to be dash is the dash said to be the process of granting the process of granting of rights and approval of rights and approval from a superior. All right, source to a subordinate. Okay, thank you for that, Miss Oluwa Bamidele said advice. Miss Rachel said advice. Thank you for that. Now we have question 10. Dash is the process of granting of rights and approval from a superior source to a subordinate. All right, who is helping with that? Okay. Dash is the process of granting rights. Okay, yes, thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's the process of granting rights and approval from a superior source to a subordinate. Okay, thank you for that. We have our answer. Here's delegation. Delegation. Okay. Now let's take our next question. Yes, thank you for that, Miss Rachel. Yes. Now let's proceed. We have question 11. All right. Question 11. Okay, if you're on the stream and you are yet to smash the like button, do well to smash the like button. It's a ritual. You need to smash the like button. All right. It's a token of love and encouragement. And very quickly, I want to use the opportunity to inform us, all right, for as many who have found this stream or the courses or the classes Tutor Ayo has taken in the past or currently, all right, for as many of us who have found it interesting, I want to encourage us to please, probably after this class, to please go to Google and give us a review. All right, it's a good one that Google has acknowledged our present, and Google has, yeah, you came late, Mrs. Margaret, but nevertheless you can always go back to what the respective ones you missed. So please, I don't want to waste much of our time. Let's all do well to go to Google, and you will see where you can just on Google, type tutorial.com. All right, Google will bring out where you can give us review. Let's do all to give tutorial review on Google. All right, this will help Google to promote us better, and we can reach out to, all right, to other students. It's a lot. It's capital intensive to keep our classes running, and from encouragement and support from people in the private class, that is why we still have our classes running. All right, so we need Google to push us further so that other students can get to know more about us, and we can get enough resource to get our classes running. Thank you, and let's go back to the class. So we have question 11. Okay, now we have the next question as now we have just a moment. And I'm trying to take from different parts of the keynote. Dash department is responsible for carrying out costing. All right, dash department is responsible for carrying out the costing, all right, of an organization. All right, which department is responsible for that? Which department is responsible for costing? Is anybody knows that? Which department is responsible for carrying out costing in an organization? Okay, is definitely that. Which department is responsible for costing? Awesome. Yes, thank you very much for that. The financial department. Okay, not bad. Thank you very much for that. All right, so I need others to also respond. I need others to also respond. Okay, somebody said finance. All right. Okay, so we have it as financial very clearly financial department. Okay, so we have that as that. Financial department, yes, I understand. Thank you for that. Thank you for the attempt. Now, the situation in a situation whereby few subordinates all right, fewer subordinates reports to a manager. This is referred to as dash. All right. In a situation awesome, Miss Motrayo, I think you need to fast forward the stream from your end a little bit, because I can see you are responding to questions we've asked about a few minutes ago. You're just responding. Okay. Close dash is the thing. Close dash is highly recommended. All right. I think okay, let's use highly permissive. All right. Permissive. All right. In a situation, where a subordinate is new. All right. Yes, thank you for that, Ms. Rachel. Narrow span, not spa. All right. Narrow span of control. Financial accounting, records, budget, and budgeting control. All right. Thank you for that too, Miss Margaret. Thank you for that. All right. Ms. Rachel says span of control. Yes, but it is narrow. It's not just any. It is narrow. I've not even written the answer. So it is all right. It is not just any span of control, but it is what? Narrow. Span of control. All right. And here, what do we have as our answer? Okay, Miss Mercy just joining. Miss Mercy, you came late. You're just joining. So now, what do we have here? Close dash is highly permissive in a situation. All right? Highly permissive. All right? In a situation where a subordinate is new. Somebody said monitoring. That's a point. Thank you for that. Not bad. Close monitoring. Not bad, not bad. But according to the material, we have close supervision. Supervision. All right, monitoring is not bad. You can use monitoring interchangeably, all right, with supervision. But according to the material, which we are following, says close supervision. So we have that as that. Now, 14. Dash demand at the work of the subordinate. All right, that demand, that manager looks at the work of the subordinate. All right, and very quickly, for as many of us who are yet to get was just before our class tonight, all right, some persons came to my DM and were like, okay, what's the King's all about, and how can we get past questions? All right, for as many of us who are yet to get past questions, unfortunately, I'm unable to provide past questions because on the website I intended to get past questions available from my website, but because of the load of work, all right, I couldn't. So, but for as many of us who are yet to get our past questions, and for as many of us who might be needing, all right, the exam keynotes, all right, let's do well to use the link in the description of this video, www.tutorial.com. Just do well to reach out to me, and as well, let's also request for the past questions. Even though I can't do them on my website, I can get them available for you, right, and send them directly to you. All right, so we have, thank you. Somebody said monitor, okay, supervision. Thank you for that. But according to what we have in our material, the answer is close control. Close control. Okay, so now let's proceed. We have question 15. Now we have now to lead is to dash. To lead is to dash, all right, to guide and to motivate and to motivate. To lead is to dash, to lead is to dash, to guide, and to motivate. To motivate. Okay. Is anybody have not? Oh, wonderful. Yes. Mr. Bamidele says narrow span of control. Yes, thank you for that. All right. Miss Florence said influence. Yes, thank you very much for that. The answer is influence. Yes, thank you for that. Now let's proceed. Yes, thank you for that, Miss Rachel. So permit me to erase. Okay. All right. Awesome. Now let's take our next question. Question 16. Now let's take this question. Now we have dash is the link by which people are, all right, is the means linked together in an organization. All right, organization. All right, so what is the means? Dash is the means by which people are linked together in an organization. Okay, wonderful. Yes, thank you for that. Yes, thank you for that. That's a nice one. That was a point. Just like you're supposed to start with capital letter. All right, communication. Communication. Now we have the next question. Overloaded superiors can become dash. Overloaded superiors can become dash. Overloaded superiors can become dash. Does anybody knows that? Overloaded superior become dash. I need us all to respond to question. All right. Okay. Yes, thank you for that. Bottleneck. What's going on? Just one person now who is very active. It's just one person. All right. Thank you for that, Miss Rachel. Bottleneck. Bottleneck in the sense that decisions will the pace at which decisions are being taken will reduce drastically. Okay. Now let's take another question. Operating executives, all right, consist of dash managers and their subordinates. And their subordinates. Operating executives consist of dash and their subordinates. Is everybody know that? Wonderful. Yes, thank you for that. What's going on? A lot of persons has relaxed. Why are we not responsive? What seems to be the response? What seems to be the problem? Why are we no longer that responsive? This is not how we started. Started very high, on a high level. All right. Thank you for that, Miss Florence. Functional. Okay. Now let's take some other questions. Now, dash authority is said to be, dash authority has one source. All right. Dash of authority has one source. Dash of authority has one source. Have, that should be have, not has. Have one source. Okay, thank you, Miss Rachel. Thank you, Miss Favor. Dash authority. All right. Okay. Wonderful. Yes, wonderful. Thank you for that. Centralization. That's the answer. Have one source. Centralization. A centralized authority have just one source. Yes, thank you for that, Miss Rachel. Centralized authority, centralization of authority have one source, just one source. All right, so we are drawing close to calling it a wrap for today. So now let's take question 20, which happens to be the last question. Okay, now let's take this. Dash training enables trainee, all right, enables trainee learns, all right, enable trainee to learn practical skills and theoretical knowledge. Practical skill and theoretical knowledge. Dash training enables trainee to learn practical skills and theoretical, all right, and theoretical knowledge. And that will be our last question for today. And all members are expected to give an answer to that. Mr. Messi, what you say, director? What are you what answer are you providing? So what question? So, what training enables the trainee learn practical skills and theoretical knowledge? What training is it? Okay. Oh, wonderful. Is anybody else helping us with that? Okay. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Bamidele. All right. We have technical. Yeah. And on this note, we'll call it a wrap for tonight's class. Yes, technical. Thank you very much, everyone. I believe we all have been able to get a thing or two in tonight's class, and let's do well to go back to the drawing table. All right, let's do well to go back to our keynote and past questions. All right, because they will definitely go a long way now that we are getting set for exams. And for as many of us who are yet to subscribe to this channel, or for those of us who have subscribed but did not turn on the notification bell, please turn your notification icon on now so you can get notified whenever a class is being scheduled. Right? Even without me sending link to the class, YouTube will directly notify you. Right? So and just like I said, as I said earlier on, let's do well to go to Google and type www.tutor.com, all right, and let's all give tutorio.com, all right, good reviews so our online presence can be promoted and others can be reached out to. All right, we are still in the spirit of studying and preparing for our forthcoming exam. Thank you very much, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you all in subsequent tutorial. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye bye.